Honey Badger verse of the day today is Isaiah 30:20-21. Although you have the bread at adversity and the water of affliction, the Lord will no longer hide his face from you, but with your own eyes you will see the teacher. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, you'll hear the Lord's voice saying, "This is the way, walk in it." And a lot of times we have the bread of adversity in depression and anxiety. In fact, this depression can keep us up all night. Faith makes one fine pillow, but fear keeps you up all night. And when we experience anxiety, it robs us from experiencing being in the moment, the joy of life. A lot of times, fear and anxiety, it overwhelms us so we can't see the opportunities God has set before us. And the scripture promises here in Isaiah that whether we turn to the right or to the left, as we trust in God, we'll hear his voice. His voice will guard us. There's a guy named Dr. Richard Wiseman. He's a psychiatrist. He had some clients who'd say this: "I'm the luckiest man or woman in the world. I married the right person. I got the right career." Then he'd have others who'd say the opposite. "I'm the least lucky person in the world. On Tuesday, I broke my leg. By Wednesday, I already fell and broke my arm." And he knew there was no such thing as luck. So he did a test. He had 150 people who said they were the luckiest person in the world, and 150 who identified the least lucky. And one at a time, he sent them to a Starbucks. And he said, if you're lucky, you're going to meet a good connection. It's going to change your life. If you're unlucky, you're going to miss out on the connection and you won't benefit from it. But the real test was this. In front of the coffee shop, there's a $20 bill. And he was amazed at his results from his research. Of the people who identified lucky, 80% they found that $20 bill. Of the ones who identified as unlucky, only 20%. And he knew there was no such thing as luck. So he did more research, psychological analysis. When he discovered is the people who identify as lucky, they have less anxiety. They're in the moment. They hear the birds, they see the clouds, and when they see the $20 bill under their nose, they pick it up. The one who identified as unlucky, they had a lot of anxiety. They were thinking, when I get home, I got to work on this project. I got to change diapers. I got to do the dishes or cut the lawn. And they had so much anxiety, it blinded them from seeing the $20 bill under their nose. And when we have a lot of anxiety, when we have a lot of fear, we don't give them the Lord's hand, we may miss out on hearing the Lord's voice. And the Lord promises this: as we give our adversity to him, as we give our affliction to him, we will see the teacher. Whether we turn to the right or to the left, we'll hear the Lord's voice saying, "This is the way, walk in it." What is the way the Lord's calling you today? What are some things that give you anxiety? It says in Psalms 55:22, "Cast your cares upon the Lord, and he will sustain you." What are the areas you need the Lord to sustain you today? Give those in his hand and watch him do miracles. If you like this video, please subscribe to Honey Badger Verse of the Day at Ron Sanderson.